Hey guys, and we're live. All right, so tonight is going to be specifically mixing paint, going in depth on mixing paint. So I'm so sorry, guys. Give me just a second here. I should have been a little more prepared, but I was running late, so I kind of freaked out. And then I was like, okay, just go, go, go. So, one second. All right, just trying to get to where I can see everybody's comments, and I gotta make sure that you guys can see me and everything. Just got back from driving from Orange County, so little like Okay, there we go. Yay. All right, you guys can't see me at all. Fantastic. Let me fix the camera. 1 second. Hey guys. All right, let's fix this. That should be better. Okay. There you go. Let's try this. Okay. Yeah, that's my washing machine back there. Hey, Sherry. Yes, happy Memorial Day, everyone. Okay. We're cooking with fire, I think. All right. So I was asked specifically to do a more in-depth video on mixing paint. Hi, Dad. All right, so first thing we're going to start with is all of the different mediums, which there are so many. So I mainly use Floetrol. Actually, pretty much just use Floetrol. I love it. Then there is obviously glue. Floetrol, by the way, I get at Lowe's. And the glue I also get at Lowe's. It's much cheaper than getting it at like Michael's. You can probably also get it at Walmart, whatnot. I don't know about color theory, Bethany. We're going to go more on the consistency is really the, oh, maybe some color theory. All right, then there's GAC 800 Golden, which is rather expensive. Liquitex pouring medium. This is the new Deco Art pouring medium. I don't even know if it's available for sale yet. This is Vallejo pouring medium. So these are all things that you can use. 1 gallon, $15 at Lowe's. This is 8 ounces. It costs about $2.50 at Lowe's. If you get it at Michael's, it's about $6. GAC 800, you can get at sometimes at Michael's, you can get at Hobby Lobby, you can get it at Blix. How do you get fluorescence to pop? Okay. This is, I want to say, like $10 to $15. Same with Liquitex pouring medium, $10 to $15. The Vallejo pouring medium, which you'll probably hear me repeatedly call Vallejo, I get that at Blix for about $10, so it's not too bad. And then the Deco Art pouring medium, they just mailed that to me, and I have no clue how much it's going to cost. So, yes. Oh, cool, Shelly. So Shelly just said you can get a free course on color theory on Udemy. So that's pretty cool. Okay, and yeah, Wife Life 93, this video was specifically inspired by you. And by the way, guys, your comments on my video today, I'm like literally had me in tears earlier. So it's going to take me a minute or a year to respond to all of them. So just give me a minute. Okay, I'm going to go over all the different kinds of paint too. Not that I could potentially cover them all. But you have your essentially like craft paints, which there's Craft Smart, the Deco Art Americana, which is kind of their craft version. Then you've got your tube paints like Liquitex Basics. These are much thicker than the craft paints. Then you've got the more specific brands, like this is the Vallejo fluid paints. This is the golden fluid acrylics. Expensive as all heck and very watery. These are Arteza paints, which which I'm actually going to be trying out tonight. And these are tube paints as well. They mailed these to me. So I'm very excited. This is the Artist Loft Flow Acrylics that I get at, it's Artist Loft is a Michaels brand specifically. A lot of people don't know that. So you can get that at Michaels. You can get it online on Amazon. And then there's like Liquitex. What about tubes you put paints in? Tara, do you mean the bottles? Please clarify. Do you mean the bottles? Okay. So then you have Liquitex, different paints. You've got heavy body paints. These are Liquitex. And then this is acrylic ink. And then there's also house paint. These are $1 samples that I got from Lowe's. This is Sherwin-Williams. I actually haven't tried them yet. I just got them a couple days ago. So obviously many types of paint. Acrylic tube paints at Michaels. Still have not tried the pouring medium. Okay, good. Awesome. Angel Moon. So hopefully this will help. I want to dispel a common confusion regarding the Artist Loft Flow Acrylics. These are not fluid paints. Okay, Kim just said she got Deco Art pouring medium from Amazon, so apparently you can get it on Amazon. So these are pretty thick. I'm going to go ahead, now that y'all have seen my face, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to zoom in on this area so that you guys can see things like the consistency. So 1 second. It is difficult doing this all by myself. All right. Let's see. Okay, and apparently you can also get the Deco Art pouring medium and top coat at Hobby Lobby, which is good to know. All right, I hope this is close enough. Please do let me know if any of you are having issues seeing. Okay. All right, 1 second, because I just want to get a question answered here. Okay, so I think the question is, and hopefully I'm answering them right. These bottles, I get these from Blix, and this size is a couple bucks, and then they have the smaller size as well, which is like $1 per bottle. I also, though, these ones I got at Hobby Lobby pretty inexpensively. And yeah, you can get these at the dollar store, at Walmart, really anywhere. The only thing I say is I make sure I get the ones that have these lids on them. Whoop, there you go. Because I don't want my paint drying out. It doesn't normally explode at me like that. I think it's because it's hot in here. Okay, so this is the Artist Loft Flow Acrylics. I just want to show you guys. So you see it is not a fluid paint. It is thick. Yes, it does have the word flow in the title. That doesn't necessarily mean it's fluid. So I just want to dispel that. Oh, Ivana, I'm so sorry to hear that. I'm definitely glad if I can help. You know, it may take me like a year or so of doing these live videos to get used to it. So I'm definitely going to continue being nervous for a minute. All right, so the Arteza paints here, I definitely want to try out tonight. But first, let's go into color mixing here, paint mixing. So It's nearly impossible to give ratios to people because it really depends on the paint and the thickness of the paint. So the Artist Loft Flow Acrylics, these are pretty thick, which is why I use a little bit more of the Floetrol. So it's about 2/3 Floetrol to 1/3 paint approximately. And another thing too is why I always mix the Floetrol in first, because I want it to help bind the paint. So you can see just with mixing the Floetrol, it already got quite a bit more fluid. Can everyone see that? I really hope you can see this. So tell me if this is, you know, a good enough picture, close enough, clear enough. Radar Fierce Kitten, about 2 days. Okay. So then after I've thoroughly mixed that in, I go ahead and I add a little bit of water. Now how much water you add is going to, of course, again, depend on the thickness of your paint. Some you'll need almost no water, or you just need no water at all. Some you need very little, some you need more. Yes, paint, Floetrol, and water at the same time equals scrambled eggs paint. I just think you may lose some of your colors a little bit more. So, can everyone see this consistency now? It's runny, but still thicker than water. That is a pretty decent consistency. I add a little Floetrol to my water. Javier, no, I'm sorry, we cannot start over. But we're going to go on to the next one. So this is a phthalo blue from Arteza. We're going to see how thick these are. Okay, so as with tube paints, they're thicker. So you can see that. It's pretty thick. So with that, and because these are considered premium paints, I'm going to add a bit more Floetrol versus paint. So let's go ahead and mix this up. One other common misconception too is you can go back and forth. If, say, you add your Floetrol to the paint and for some reason it kind of washes it out, yeah, you can go ahead and add more paint. People put honey in the paint. Or if you add your water to the paint and it's too watery, then you can add more paint and more Floetrol. So this, ironically, already without water is the right consistency. Well, maybe a little bit thick. So I'm going to add just like a tiny, tiny, tiny bit of water here. Like, it's going to be difficult. Just a tiny bit. And then I'm sure that's good. Okay. Now, I really don't do this method of like pouring it off the stir stick. I can tell when I am stirring how thick it is. That's how I judge. My favorite brand of paint is the Artist Loft Flow Acrylics thus far. However, for some crazy, funky, fun colors, I like to go with the Liquitex Basics paints. So, one other thing I want to show you is specifically the craft paints. Let's go ahead and use this. This is Blue Ice Pearl Craft Smart Paint. Excuse me. Okay, so anyone that's ever played with the craft paint, it's a lot more watery than the normal paint. It also, in my opinion, and this is not my professional opinion, Um, the craft paint, I think, would have less pigment than the higher quality paints. So with the craft paints, I would do 50-50 Floetrol to paint. And then you'll only need very little water, if any. I've had craft paints that I didn't need any water. This one, I don't think I need any water. I think that's good. Okay, showing you how to make a full paint bottle mix. So I have, let's see, let's do this one. This one's pretty empty. I did this on my how to mix paint video before, but honestly, there's two ways you could do it. You could do it in your cups so you can get exact measurements, or you can really just eyeball it. So when I do the bottles, I start with Floetrol. So it's really easy actually doing it in a bottle. You can fill it up halfway with Floetrol. Can y'all see that line? You may not be able to see it so well on the video as I can see it, but fill it up halfway with Floetrol. Then let's fill it up about another half of that with paint. I don't like to fill it all the way to the top because then it's really hard to mix. So then you're going to shake the heck out of that. Oh, I'm going to be making a mess. Totally going to be making a mess. I have no clue what size bottle this is. I'm sorry. I'm going to guess it's around like, I don't know. It's this size, basically. This is 8 ounces. So it's an 8-ounce bottle. And the bigger ones are 16 ounces. So then I just add a little bit of water in this. And as I said in my paint mixing video, there's not going to be a way to tell how thick it is. But when you're shaking it, you can tell when it starts to get thinner. And another thing you can do is you can take a cup of paint that you're going to pour and you're going to use this color. And you can just pour a little bit in there and check the consistency. The consistency of this one's totally fine. So I'm just going to mix it a little bit more and then I'm good. Hang on to the top, yeah. That's always a good idea. Aiden Falls, you can have a shout out. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, cool. All right, so I hope that helps. The Artist Loft, these I buy at Michael's. If you do have a Michael's near you, it's definitely cheaper at the store than online. Well, than on Amazon. Actually, if you buy it on michaels.com, it might be the same price. I don't think I have checked. Okay, so I feel like we have enough paint colors now here. And if I might have missed it, I think someone might have asked a question about the color shift paints. Not totally sure if that's what they were asking. But the color shift you can get at Michael's, you can get it at Hobby Lobby, and you can get it on Amazon. It is the coolest thing in the world. And if you don't know what color shift paint is, basically in different lights, it changes colors. So it's really cool. It's, yeah. Super duper cool. All right. We're going to go ahead and do a painting. And I'm going to try to not paint my computer. How much paint do I buy? I don't know. As much as I need. That's how much I buy. Alright, so this is an 11 by 14 canvas. Okay, let's just go into my color theory real quick. Have you tried Sherwin-Williams Color to Go paints? I have not. I have not, honestly. I've tried a lot of paints, but there's literally like endless types of paint. So it's really hard to get to them all. Not gonna lie. And yes, I sell my artwork on my Etsy store, which I will put a link in the description after this video. You can also find it on the About Me page. Oh, where the frick did I put my gloves? Okay. This, by the way, this is a desk that I have sanded down and primed, and I'm going to be painting it. Not today. Today I covered it with plastic. Yeah, okay, color theory, mixed media girl style. Anything goes. No, just kidding. I like to keep cools with cools and warms with warms. So these are all cool colors. They're pretty cool. They're pretty awesome. And then if I'm doing warms, I will do like reds, yellows, oranges, etc. These would all be warm colors. Now what can look awesome too is throwing one really cool corresponding warm color in with the cools. Like maybe this copper would look flippin' awesome with these colors. And if you wanted to, you could probably literally lay them out here. I sanded, okay, fine. David sanded down the desk. Shush. Okay, if you wanted to, you could literally lay these out like this and see what might look good together. You know, like this orange would be a little more difficult to have go along with these than this would. It could still work. This would go well over here. All of those would go well over there. So, yeah, I mean, what's the worst that could happen? I guess if you are running really low on supplies and whatnot, then I do understand. That is another good reason too, though, to maybe practice without silicone, because then it would be easier to pour over. It would be easier to pour over a painting that you don't like if you don't have silicone in there. I'm half tempted to do the copper now. All right, I need a vote. Should I add the copper to this mix? Yes, no. Quick, quick, quick. Okay, yeah. And also my color theory, always add black. Uh-oh. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. Something froze. I think it's just my computer. Let me refresh this real quick so I can actually see your guys' comments. But it looks like the feed didn't freeze. It's very hot in this garage. All right, well, while that's thinking about working, I'm going to go ahead and mix up this bronze. Just do a little bit. So, always start with Floetrol. Then depending on your paint, and learn your paints, add about half that much of the paint. Oh. Guys, I'm very sorry if anyone's asking me questions. Maybe hold off for just a second. My computer's frozen, so I cannot see any questions or comments. Oh, okay. I'm back. Yay. You'll never catch me, copper. Okay, this Javier dude is pretty funny. All right. Okay, so we are going to add a little water to this. Yes, stir sticks at the dollar store. These cups I actually get from Walmart. I've gotten some from the dollar store before, but these are my favorite ones. And I get them at Walmart. Okay, so we're going to go here and we're going to try not to make a total absolute mess. Oh. I think if I just opened the door, it would probably be fine. I'm just trying to reduce noise. I do not build my own canvases. Yes, thumbs up, everyone, please. Thumbs up. And David, no fan for right now. But yeah, I don't build my own canvases yet. However, David is actually making me a bunch of wood boards. I'll show you guys at the end. Open the door. I'm good. I'm good. Cause my here comes David. Who is it? Come in. It's David. All right. Airbrush medium. I have not used airbrush medium yet, so I don't know. And I don't Shelly. Yeah, you got this. You handle that guy. All right, hold on. Delete this. Maybe if we just keep that door open.
I was going to say, there's enough breeze coming through here.
Yeah. Okay, so this is Artist Loft Flow Acrylics, the black, and then this blue is Artist Loft Flow Acrylics. This is the Craft Smart. Honestly, with like a hair of the Liquitex paint in there. We're just going to use all different kinds of paint tonight. Thank you, Shelly. This is the Arteza paint. So we'll see how that goes. And then we're going to go ahead and use some of this copper, which I'm very excited about. I have used this copper before, so I know how it works. Some of the metallics you really got to be careful of because they will go crazy. I wanted to show you guys real quick. This is it's dry, the one with that metallic white in it. So it did kind of explode all over the place. Metallic white. Oh, the glare. Can you guys see that? I hope you can. Anyways, I will post this on my Instagram. Hopefully you guys can see it better. Okay, sorry. All right, so yeah, the metallics can sometimes totally explode. So you have to kind of know what you're working with that. All right, we've covered mixing paints. We've covered a little color theory. I'm going to go over my measurements real quick. For an 8x10, I generally use about 5 ounces of paint. So in doing math, and I'm going to put this in the description after the video too. In doing math, it comes out to be about 1 ounce per 16 square inches. So you can always multiply that. I know most people are not that great at math. Me included. Actually, that's not true. I loved math in school. I really did. I think it's just normal to say you're bad at math, so. And once you've been doing it for a little while too, you'll be able to eye it. Okay. Mike Lang, technique for pouring on odd-shaped boxes. I would just do a similar pour like the vase ones. And you can look up the vase videos. Just kind of pour wherever you need to. Someone else that I missed it earlier, I'm sorry. Oh, Jack of Kinrowan asked how long I let the cup sit on the canvas before I start. Generally about a minute. I can't math, it gets messy. Okay, base coat across the canvas first. That's a great question. These come pre-gessoed. So normally I don't. If I'm buying a canvas that's not pre-gessoed, I will. Or if I'm doing it on wood, I will put a base coat. Otherwise, I really don't worry about it. If you put gesso on it, wouldn't that help too? If you're doing, this is actually something Erica from Artist Till Death taught me. If you're doing resin, it can definitely help. Gessoing it can help tighten up the canvas. Also, definitely spraying the back of it with water will help tighten it up. So, all right, here we go. This is exciting. I'm going my torch. No, I'm not. Yes, I am. I don't know. Okay, let's just do it. Yeah, so David broke my torch and then he bought me a new one. It's awfully nice of him. I do film on my phone. Yes. And guys, in case you missed the video earlier, I did start a channel, the business of art. So any questions regarding setting up a YouTube and stuff like that for your art, I'm going to be going over all of that on that channel. Okay. Please come to Ann Arbor, Michigan. I will do my best. I plan on traveling all over the place, guys. Yeah, I kind of realized a couple weeks ago that I was kind of waiting, you know? I think a lot of people wait for their lives to happen. And then I was like, wait, why am I waiting? I'm already here. Like, I'm already alive. I'm kind of secretly trying not to get too much paint on the table. Just because I probably want to do another painting after this. But it's not going to work. So I'm going to give up. And I'm just going to do it. Okay. Oh, I will. Karma Black. Email me. I'm in Seattle often, a couple times a year. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Okay. Fifth Create, you are my favorite. You're awesome. Okay, sorry guys. Sorry guys. YouTube. Okay. I want to do a close-up of this. This is awesome. I hope you guys can see it back. Okay, good. This is gorgeous. This may be one of my favorites. I don't often say that, but holy insert crazy words. Yeah. That, totally not to toot my own horn, but I freaking love that. I friggin' love it. Okay. Ooh, please don't mess that up. Okay, good. Yay. All right. So I need a quick vote, guys. Our time is up. But I have enough paint left to do another painting. So I was thinking I could maybe go over another technique. So I need a very quick vote. Yay or nay? I guess if y'all gotta go, you can go too. And if you don't, you could stay. I definitely want my live videos to not be too long. Okay. Thanks, Alicia. Okay, good. We got a lot of yeses. Okay. So let me set this one aside on my safe drying place. And then we'll go ahead and we'll do another one. I do plan on, guys, having another video that specifically goes over the all the different techniques. Maybe not all of them because there's like a bazillion. But I definitely plan on having another video on that. So, yes, I do still have a mile-long list of requests, guys. All right, let's go ahead and use this one. We're gonna, you know what, this time. Thank you, Mary. This time we're gonna use, this is the metallic white. We're gonna use a little bit of that in with this mixture. Blue. More blue. Yay, Tasha. Okay, tree ring. I have a tree ring. Okay, when mine dries, it cracks. Is that because it is too thick? In my experience, yes. People will say that there's like the temperature may be affected and stuff like that. Honestly, I live in California, so we don't have crazy weather here in Los Angeles. We just don't. So I can't say whether the weather affects it or not. In my experience, personally, the only... Sorry, guys. That's YouTube. My internet is generally pretty good. Okay. I'm going to add a little white to this, and then we're going to tree ring it. Okay. Everything out of the way. I somehow managed to not get paint on my computer yet. So, purple. Well, it might be a little late for purple, but I'll try. Nah, that's kind of more of a blue. I forgot. All right, sorry. I don't have any purple mixed up. Do I seal the painting with something when it is dry? Yes, I do. I seal it with Rust-Oleum Crystal Clear Enamel Spray. I have a feeling, because I use that metallic white, guys, this is going to have like a zillion cells in it. But I think that's okay. I got lots of paint in this cup here. Good thing is I put the bronze in early on and the metallic white, so those are both going to come out here in full. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm going to have to figure that out for next week. What's going on with that? I really have no idea. I will have David or my dad or someone figure it out. Okay. Layering different colors. Yes, I like to try to go light, dark. But, you know, it doesn't really matter all that much. And you can do this as slow or as fast as you want. Oh my goodness, this is going to be epic. And guys, all this paint that's pouring off onto my plastic here, I'm going to let it dry, and it's going to be some killer skins that I can use for different projects. Okay, there we go. Tree ring. Okay, if you're losing your rings when you tilt it, well, Judith, I'm probably going to see you in a couple weeks, but then your paint may actually be too thin, or you're pouring your paint too fast. I've noticed that too. My daughter pours hers very fast. And then you definitely lose the rings. So try pouring it like painfully slow. And that should help. Okay, guys. Yes, it is amazing. I like this. This is a great color scheme. Oh my goodness. Front corner's not covered. I know, Dad. I'll get it. Give me a minute. Okay. All right, guys. I do gotta go. I gotta make sure that the kid actually went to sleep on her own. If you have any other questions, please post them in the comments after the video is posted. Also, if you haven't already, okay, I'll do a close-up. If you haven't already, please check out the video I posted earlier today. It would mean the world to me. Today is the 1 year anniversary, guys, of my YouTube channel. So, oh my goodness, this is so awesome. After I'm off of the camera here, I will be squealing like crazy. Yeah, I will get those corners covered. Don't worry. Okay. All right, guys. Love you. Thanks for joining me. You guys are all awesome. And we'll see you next Monday.